Hello friends, I hope you all are well. In the last video, we have studied about the Kirchhoff theorems. So before moving forward on other theorems, first we need to understand the basic concepts of the network topology. So let's start our today's video with our first topic and understand what is the difference between a network and a circuit. So many of us get confused between the network and a circuit. So the main difference between a network and circuit is that the circuit has at least one closed path and one independent source, whereas network has no such conditions. Also, it also noted that all the circuits can be networks, but vice versa, vice versa is not true. Is not true. But a network can be a circuit if it satisfies some conditions, like it should have a closed path and it should have at least one independent source. As you can see here, I have two circuit diagrams, two figures A and B. A is a network, A is a network, whereas B is a network and a circuit. Because this in figure A, it is an open path, it is not a closed path, it is an open path. But in B, it is a closed path as well as it is an independent source. So this was the main difference between a network and a circuit. That network has no such condition that it should have a closed path and an independent source. It can have open path also. But a circuit should have a closed path, at least a closed path and an independent sources. So since we are studying the network topologies in which we have many complex circuits in different configurations, we have to understand some major basic terminologies like branches, nodes and loops. So let's move on to the first topic, that is what is a branch. So now let's understand what do you mean by branch. A branch is a single element, or you can say it is a two terminal devices like a voltage source, or a resistor. So a branch is represented as any two terminal devices like this. This is a voltage source V1 and this is A, this is a B, this is a branch. So in the given circuit, there are five branches, namely 10 volt voltage source, second branch is a 5 ohm resistor, third branch is a 2 ohm resistor, number 4 branch is a 3 ohm resistor, and our fifth branch is a 2 ampere current source. So these are the five branches of these circuits. So in many complex circuits that they are separated by using a combinations of series or you can and parallel elements, while other circuits which are even more complex than the complex ones may have neither the series elements or parallel elements, so they are some more difficult to solve it. Now let's understand what do you mean by a node. A node is usually a point of connection between two or more branches. It is usually represented by dot. Dot. Furthermore, if in a short circuit which connects two nodes at a time, they always constitute a single node. For example, in this circuit, this point number 1, 2 and 3, they constitute node B, and here point number A, B, C and D, capital A, B, C, D, they form node C. So I can redraw this whole circuit like this. This is point A, this is voltage source 10 volt, this is C, this is resistor 5 ohm, this is point B, this is a voltage current source 2 ampere, and this is the two resistors 2 ohms and 3 ohms. So I can redraw this whole circuit into this circuit. So these two circuits are equal. So I just joined all these into a single node. These four nodes into single node and these three nodes into single node. So if three or more branches are joined at a single node, they are known as a junction, or you can say as a principal node. So this was all about what do you mean by node. Now let's see what do you mean by a loop. Now let's understand what do you mean by a loop. So a loop is any closed path in a circuit. It usually formed by starting at a node which passed through a set of nodes and then return to the starting node without passing any other nodes more than once. So there is a small term which is known as the independent loop. Now what do you mean by independent loop? Now what do you mean by independent loop? An independent loop is that loop if it contains a branch which is not part of any other independent loops. So that loop is called an independent loop. So because of that, it results in different sets of equations. So this was all about the loop. So we have a small topic which is the fundamental theorem of network topologies. It states that a network which have B branch, N nodes and L independent loops must satisfy the equation which is B equal to L plus N minus 1. So this equation must be satisfied, which is the fundamental theorem of network topology. So this was all about our today's topic. So let's try and solve one small question based on our today's topic. So the question we have here is, we have a circuit, we have to determine how many nodes and how many branches are there in this circuit. So this is a very simple question. So we have 5 branches, 1 ohm, 2 ohm, 5 ohm, 4 ohm and 10 voltage source, and 3 nodes. This is the first one, this is the second one and this is the third node. So this was the answer to this very simple question. So now there is a small homework, and answer that in the comment section. This is the homework. So you have to determine how many branches and nodes are there in this circuit. So this was all about our today's video. I hope you understand our today's video. See you in the next video. Till then, thank you very much.